up, guys? Mike G with MDG Collections on hand today, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys see what the title is. I got my car back, and right now I'm shooting on my Canon M50 with my new 16 to 35 millimeter lens. And the footage that you guys are gonna see is from yesterday on my GoPro. So if you see a video quality change, that will be because I'm shooting on this camera now, my mirrorless camera, and then I will be going to the clips from yesterday when I was shooting with my GoPro, which is here. So it was raining out. I started with the GoPro, so I wanted to finish with the GoPro, but today you're seeing it on this camera. So long story short, I want to give thanks first to Ricky, my service guy, all right, Emil, the service manager, and Lewis, the mechanic that worked on my car, and this guy did a phenomenal job. All right, the problem is this. This little soccer mom vehicle will not get reviewed. They already fixed the car. It's the same day, but you guys will see this video the day after. You will not see all these videos in one day. So look at who we have here. She's gonna drive this Renegade. This thing is super small, but at the same time, it has a nice height on it. So she's gonna drive me to the dealership to pick up Genzilla. They have fixed her in one day. So these guys do not play around at EASTCHESTER. They have fixed Genzilla in one day. Look how much space. I can go all around this thing and still have enough space to do what I gotta do. All right, so on the back they have EastJeep.com courtesy loaner, as you can see right here.
Sorry, babe, I was being nosy. The price of this is $23,000.
Say that again.
The price of this Jeep Latitude, well, the base price is $23,000. Base price is $23,000, $23,500.
Gotcha, and they ripped up the total price.
Let's investigate. It's protected by Mopar. So the total price appears to be $26,600.
All right, so a little bit about this Renegade before we take it back. So it has four-wheel drive, lock, auto, snow, sand, and mud. I don't know who will be driving this car in the sand or the mud, but they have those options. And how do you think how do you feel the handling is, mommy?
So far so good, I guess.
Compared to your car?
It definitely lags, I feel.
Gotcha. So even from a Hyundai Elantra owner, a 2017 Hyundai Elantra, which her car can go in eco mode and it can go in sport mode, she even feels this lags compared to her car. So imagine me driving this after driving my car. It's just yeah, I feel like I feel like people were just trying to run me over this morning. So earlier this morning I drove this from the dealership to my house and parked it, and I refused to drive this thing again. And I didn't think I was going to be getting the phone call from these guys that my car was ready in the same day, but they did. So the car is ready. We're on our way now to go pick it up, and Miss MDG is driving this car. She's going to get on the highway and see how this takeoff does. I don't think there's anything like sport mode on a Jeep like this. I think it's just the all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, auto, snow, sand, mud. So all right, she's on the highway right now and she's gonna hit it. She's getting over, all the way over in the left lane, and it went up to 60. I mean, it gets up, but it takes a while. I mean, it's definitely a big lag, you know.
It's not quick enough. I'm surprised. This is not a large Jeep, so it shouldn't have issues in picking up. It should definitely be a little quicker than this.
Just like that, we're back at the dealership. There's my guy Emil. He's sitting down right there, and he did an incredible job at getting this job done for me, and we're here. So guys, we're back here at the dealership, and my guy Emil is the man. This guy got on the job like you wouldn't believe, and the job is completed just that quick. So the car's out here, right? I mean, you could be on camera if you want. I mean, it's up to you. So listen, this is Emil right here. This is one of the service managers down here. All right, and listen, when you guys want to come get your car serviced and get it done quick,
Come see me. I'll take
come,
care of
come
it.
see him. All right. So they got it done in hardly no time. I thought it was gonna be at least like a day or something. Yeah, yeah.
I sent you that picture just because
Yeah.
Sit up a little.
Yeah. You know what, babe? Pop the right here.
I'll pop that. I mean, I didn't want to touch too much around here.
The greases, like I used to have when I was with Hyundai, they gave me the grease, you could spray it, and then pretty much, you know.
And wash up a little bit, you know, not too crazy because I don't want to spray nothing. But
Right, exactly.
Wow, I heard like liquid and everything.
The first start since she's been fixed, and let's see how we'll let the fluids get through it.
During parking mode, motion detection recording. 4 and event detection recording. 3 occurred.
So the difference from your Renegade back to your 392.
Unprecedented.
Do you even feel the difference or not really?
Do I? It's insane. The power of this car is pretty scary. Just to tap it is just like it's just out.
All right, so you just drove over here in a Renegade, a little 4-cylinder Ladybug, and now you're back in a Lion. So
Yeah. My ladybug blossomed. Or the butterfly blossomed. Because that car was like a hoe.
So Genzilla's back up and running, guys.
Genzilla, baby. Mopar, no car.
They have alternators on site. One of the smart things a lot of these dealerships do, they have things that they know could be common issues with cars on site, so they don't have to order and you have to wait for days for it to come in. So in their parts department, they have a whole shelf full of alternators just lined up waiting, brand new. So I looked at it and it's shining. I can tell it's brand new. They replaced the battery and the alternator, so the alternator had failed, it went out, and that was the problem. All right, guys, so phenomenal job. They got the car done in one day. All right, I picked up the car on the same day that I got the loaner. So just to recap, I towed my car on Wednesday, the day it would not start. Left it there overnight. It was already after hours. All mechanics had already left by the time I got off and got to that lot. It was about 6 p.m., a little bit past 6 p.m. Left it overnight. The next morning, Thursday morning, yesterday, woke up early, took another cab to the dealership to pretty much get the loaner. Ricky hooked me up early on with a loaner. I was able to have a form of transportation to be able to get around if I wanted to. Let me just change my aperture real fast, because I'm a little dark and the background is a little bit clear, but we're gonna switch that and make me a little bit clear and the background a little bit more overexposed just for now until I get this ND filter. We're at 2.8 right now. So Ricky once again came through. He texted me early on. He texted me from his personal phone number, make sure that I had a loaner throughout the day. When I came back with the loaner to my house, which I did not want to drive, throughout the day while the car was being fixed, you guys aren't going to believe this. So the slight electrical burning smell that I had was actually a plastic bag. It looks like a black plastic bag, and I put pictures up on the screen. This is what Ricky texted me from his personal number, these pictures, and it shows it looks like a black bag got caught up under my car and it was burning on the cat. So the cat was actually burning this bag and somehow it got stuck, which I'm huge on not rolling over bags or driving over bags. I don't know how this happened. Maybe when my car was parked and a bag blew under my car and got caught onto something and it was just burning. So they got most of it off, as you can see in the pictures, but the rest is just gonna have to burn off over time because they couldn't get it completely clean. Also, I want to show you guys how my engine bay looks. Now, Emil looked out and he got my engine bay pretty clean, back to how it looked He told me he stayed away from the filter, but for the most part, he cleaned the engine bay that had a slight bit of dust on it, and he took care of that, so whereas my engine bay is really nice and it's clean. So once again, thanks to the guys at EASTCHESTER, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge. I will put their information up on the screen like I always do, and it will also be in the description. I want to thank all the way up to the GM, to the general manager, to the owner, all the way down to the guys that tag your car. They're all phenomenal there. I met one of the tag guys at the end too. I forgot his name, but I know him by face. He was with Emil at the end. You know who I'm talking about, brother. I'm talking about you. So I appreciate you guys for getting my car fixed in one day. So yes, it was the alternator. And lastly, they switched my battery out. They actually told me my battery was a little weak. So since the alternator was starting to fail for whatever reason, not sure why the alternator was failing, but the alternator, it was the problem. It was failing, and of course the battery was starting to get weak. So what they did was they replaced my alternator and they replaced my battery. And that is going to do it for this upload. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be a wrap.